And we are live. Sweet. Alright. Welcome to Tex Talks. I will be going over the 2015 NASCAR Cup Series paint schemes and just reviewing which ones I like, which ones I don't. My buddy just showed up. I just started. They can't hear you. That's right here on this mic. Yeah, so. Hershey's, Mr. Goodbar. Alright, let's get you sound up.
Hello? Oh, hey, hello.
No. I'm trying to see if I can hear you through this, and if I can hear you through this, you're good.
Alright, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Oh, I can barely hear you, but
Oh, it's for real?
yeah, for real.
Do I gotta speak a little bit more louder now?
No, you're good.
Oh, alright then.
I mean, if anyone has a question, I mean, look, we already got one, so we're good. All right. Oh, it's Stapleton, so it's all good. He's supposed to be in class right now. What's up, Stapleton? Good to see you here. All right, so we're gonna go scheme by scheme, which ones we like, which ones we don't like, and just kind of determine how it all goes.
Alright.
All right, so number one, Chip Ganassi. Probably you want to start at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year and see how it. Probably start at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Alright, so we kind of had an already idea of what Jamie McMurray was going to be running. We knew it was going to be McDonald's. Always runs that car. I mean, he's been sponsored by it for years now. Alright, so McDonald's, Beechcraft, and he was just kind of the... I don't know why, but this was like...
They represent more McDonald's. I mean, just
I
like
didn't get it. Like, I didn't get the yellow. Why? I need to quit using my hand, actually use my pointer here, because that would make sense. Why this? Like, was it like it's supposed to be an arrow? Was it? I mean, I didn't get it.
I mean, it had a little bit more. It had a little bit more character. I'll say it had a little bit more like characteristics to it. I would say that when I look at the yellow, I'm looking at like the I'm looking at like pretty much like the almost like the letter M, if like part of the letter M, like at least in the middle, if I would say. Um, but yeah, I can see it. But it can give a little bit more representation, like, hey, we represent McDonald's. This is our color scheme right here.
Like, go to McDonald's. Get there.
Yeah, but I'm liking I do like the design. I do like the design of how they did with the curve of the yellow. I like the way it is. I
Oh
don't see
yeah, I
that
mean,
much
I like the
common.
curve, how it comes back, but it was just, and then you got this small black area. Like, I think they could have done without this right here.
But if that be, the only thing is gonna be just red. It's just gonna be the whole base of the car being red and just yellow.
Yeah, what's the deal with the funky looking McDonald's car? I don't know. It just, well, this is 2015. I keep hearing my own echo, and it's messing with me. I actually turned it up just to make sure I could hear you, and yeah, I can hear you. So, but yeah, I don't know what's up with it. This was 2015. We're just kind of going over, seeing which one's our favorite. Sherwin-Williams. I actually I love this car whenever I saw it. Yeah, 2015, not 2016, because 2016's not done yet. We haven't seen all the schemes yet, so we don't know if we're gonna get a surprise or two.
I do like the fade of like I do like how like it fades to the colors of it.
Not only that, but it switches. Like that red is a barrier, and it works very well. I seen this car going around the track. It was just like it was kind of a blur, but it was in a good way. I mean, it didn't really help him out much because I don't think Jamie McMurray won last year, but saying that does him no justice because I mean, you look at the preview and you look at the actual car, and the actual car looks so much better. If I saw that first, I would have been like, no, that's ugly. It doesn't even match.
There's that one.
Yep. So this is the car that they ran at Daytona 500. Loved it because it was like it was actually balanced. It was one of the first. It was one of the first to actually like balance the two colors, the two sponsors. It was really cool. It was actually something original at the time. It was actually really cool.
And what was the sponsor? I see McDonald's. What was it?
On the front was Cessna.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah,
So it was like
definitely.
it
Okay,
was
I
really
see.
balanced. It didn't come at the one. It came a little bit behind, right there at the B panel. Um, for those of you who don't know, A panel is right here, B panel is right here, C panel is in the back. So A panel, B panel, C
Oh,
panel. That
okay.
is so like if you get a small sponsor, they'll say, okay, do you want on panel? So you got your A, your B, your C, you got your quarter, you got your front, and you got your door. So you know, very simple stuff. But yeah, it was very cool. And then this was the scheme. You can see how it's so much different from the one earlier. They split it up a little bit right here about
Also,
my arrow.
if I also may add, I would say, I mean, well, going back to the curve again, I mean, I kind of see it like when it's just going to speed down the track. I mean, it seems like kind of like seeing like it's like this one here is like pushing back, kind of like showing like a little representation of like it's going fast, and then but
And
that's
it's
just me.
almost like it was trying too hard.
Maybe.
I mean but that's me. And then we saw this one. This looked so much better. I mean, and to me it does. It looks so much better because it was something different. We hadn't really been too used to this. We saw like the double paint, the double sponsored paint schemes, but they were usually like, this is more predominant. This is what we're really trying to sell. But this sponsor is kind of more associated with this car, so we're just gonna keep it here. But this was actually one of the beginnings of a really balanced paint scheme sponsored car. It was really fun to enjoy, to watch. This was just a black glossy. I mean, this was a very simple car, but it was so glossy. I mean, you can see
The
like the
reflection.
reflections very easily. Ran at Martinsville. This was the same thing as the Daytona one. Sherwin-Williams, we talked about it. Great car, great idea. This
Ooh,
one.
no, that looked nice. I mean, what's that? What that?
Ran in the April Richmond race. We can see it right down there, so we're not hiding anything. I don't know if I like the green.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, I get it because right here it's got your eco-friendly,
yeah.
but
I mean,
I don't know. I think if the green may have came down
well, I mean,
because it's right there. It's right there where the eco advanced is.
maybe show a little more representation of the green. I mean, even though it's just having like the showing like let's just like have like eco friendly. I mean, maybe you have like maybe a little bit like a line path going green, going around the
Yeah, kind
blue.
of like curve with the blue,
Yeah,
maybe like came down and up, kind of
it's just pretty much like it's
give it a
like a
little more
snake.
accent.
Yeah, it's like a snake wrapping up wrapping up
So you're
a
saying
wrap.
green comes around the blue.
Yeah, not like a more constricted one, but more like a more looser,
Okay.
more loose, more loose round.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, uh, I can see that. All right, then we had that car. See, and the right side doesn't work. The left side it works because of where the sponsor is,
Mm-hmm.
but here on the right side it doesn't work.
Plus, I mean,
Who else is this? This is my colleague. I go by text, so I don't know what you want to go by. Just your name, or do you have like? I know you have a channel.
yeah, I do. I mean, they do have a YouTube channel, but well, I guess you want to type it out.
Well, I mean, if you want to type it out, I mean, it's a great way to get an easy, subscriber or two.
Wow. Oh, I mean, my YouTube. I mean, I do videos randomly and time to time, but staying to college has been a real pain.
Oh yeah, we know.
But yeah, this is just pretty much me.
Yep. So there's his YouTube channel, and I'll subscribe to it if he has one. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so last year we had 3 Bass Pro Shops cars. This was one of them. This was not the best one.
Oh, really?
This was like I mean,
If it's
it was just.
because of the texture right there in the front, well, on the side of the front, then I can understand.
I mean, I'm not sure why, but it was just. I mean, you look right here from the. It was just. It didn't look like a Bass Pro car. I mean, it was very weird. I mean, we look at the other one. When we look at the other ones, it just. Yeah, it was just. I mean, it's. I don't know. I
There's
mean,
way
it
too
just.
much going on.
Yeah, it almost feels that way because even right here on the hood, I think you would just brought the orange, kind of had it stop here at the wheel well. I mean, the camo is good, nevertheless. I mean, that's always a good thing, but like stop right here, or have it work over the wheel well, come up and over, and then have all this either orange or just have it come over and make all this black match with the hood. I think it would have been a little more balanced, but it just feels like there's
Uh,
too much going on.
well, maybe like just move the over curve a little bit somewhere else. Add the camo to the side
Hmm.
of it, maybe on the hood as well.
Well, I mean, there
Well,
were
not the
two
head.
other cars at this time that were also Bass Pro, so I mean that alone will tell you a lot of what was going on at the time. Um, the Cessna McDonald's car, and then the reverse. Okay, so obviously the first paint scheme worked. Then they
Um,
reversed it.
yeah,
it
yeah. Hold on a second, sorry. Yeah, it should be that one. It got like 33 subscribers.
30. You have more than me.
I tried to make videos. I tried.
Um,
And also, there's also but yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so this one, obviously the black front, the red back worked. I don't know why. When I saw this, I didn't like it. I can't explain it. The red front did not work. I don't know why. When I watched it, it didn't work for me.
Hmm.
I guess because it worked for the first one, it didn't work for the second one.
I mean, well,
I guess they took
I have
something
no
that worked and
contest
then
about this here. I'm still looking. Still looking at the same car. Oh, thank you very much, Symptom. And sorry if I say the name wrong. I'll be ashamed
yeah,
of myself.
Stapleton.
Stapleton. My
He should
bad.
be sponsored by Staples. Yeah,
I mean, I have no contest. It's still the same car, and it's still the same car with just a reverse paint scheme. But if it because like, hey, McDonald's is in the front and Caesar at the
I
back.
guess that was it. I was tired of McDonald's.
Hmm.
This one I think could have been better. Um, Again, a double sponsor. Cessna was on the hood, got its colors. It was a one-hit wonder. No, it was two. It was a Pocono and Sonoma. And I don't know why, but the actually it had alternate side logos. We had Beechcraft at Sonoma. We had Cushman on the side at Pocono. It seemed too much like a small team paint scheme. Like it was just too bland. Like you could have done something with this. And I mean, I like the idea of the waves, how it flows, but like there wasn't enough there to really look at it. It was if you didn't really look, it was just a white car with lines on it.
Pretty much.
I mean, it was too simple. McDonald's Cessna. This was actually really cool to look at. I believe it was a one-hit wonder, and the August
Very
racing,
colorful though.
very colorful, very easy to see, and this was for flash drives. That's all they were selling were flash drives, and it actually looked. It was so cool to look at. I mean, it was hard to look at him whenever he wasn't up front, but when you did see the car, I mean, it's very noticeable. Just, I think they could have done more with the flash drives here at the bottom, kind of maybe come up behind the one a little more, kind of layer them right here. But yeah, it was just it felt very boring. I even like the number. It's lime green. It's very noticeable,
Yeah.
especially up on the ticker.
I mean,
You see a lime green number. Oh, hey, what's that? You know.
probably. It'd probably be the first time I've ever seen like a car. Well, probably a car where like a number had like the lime green. That probably might be the first time
I
I've
mean,
seen something
unless
like
like the
that.
sponsor was lime green, but the sponsor's not. So it was just like,
Yeah,
whoa.
it's very unique. I like. it worked pretty well with the car. It's pretty good.
Cessna McDonald's. Then we had the flip at Darlington, and I don't know why the black looks better. I think it's because it looks how it looks behind the one.
Or just
Look,
because you just sick tired of McDonald's.
no, I mean look at the one itself. I think it looks better behind the one. I don't know why. I think it's because right here we can see the outline. Here we can't. I guess that's my thing. Because that's like what I'm drawn to is the number one. It looks better behind the black. With the black behind it than behind the red. With the red behind it.
I see what you mean.
One Hit Wonder. Phil, what was that? Fleur?
Fleur,
Sorry, I don't know what that company is. But I mean, a very basic design, just kind of a speed up here.
Diagonal lines.
Yeah, the diagonal line, very basic, but I mean, that's probably a hard logo to work with.
They look very nice though.
Very simple, very clean, very. Oh my goodness.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, this is crazy. No, there's so much going on. I mean, just looking at the preview, there's so much going on.
The car look too fruity.
Why does Jamie McMurray have so many paint schemes? Similar to why Front Row Motorsports and a lot of the small teams have paint schemes. They're not the best, so they can't just maintain one scheme. So, I mean, that's usually the reason. And a lot of it's money, endorsements, how much are they willing to pay for just one car, one scheme, or even DraftKings here on the quarter panel.
DraftKings on there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but I think...
I do like the fruit being at the very bottom.
Yeah, I like the fruit. I like how it goes from a fruit to the gummies in the back. That's very, very clever. I like it. I don't like this red line. It does because it's not finished. Especially when you look right here. It's not finished. It just stops.
Maybe. Oh, it's because of the curve. Maybe I like the straight line. But...
Yeah, I mean, right here, that's where the car kind of indents a little. Or extends, I guess. But it stops. Like, go all the way down. Just go down. Or don't put it there at all.
I mean, just like going to a certain direction.
Yeah,
mean,
see,
like,
yeah.
Give like that little little indication of like, hey, it's going we're going this way. We're going forward.
Yeah, we're going fast with fruit and gummies. You should have heard my last one. I said versions and I accidentally said virgins. So that's gonna be a running gag. But yeah, I guess that this whole entire paint scheme, I love it. I don't like that line. I mean, it's a great paint scheme overall, though. I mean, even from here, it looks. Look, and this is even the kids' version, and I think this works better because the pineapple's covering it up.
You just really hate that line.
I do. I don't know why. I don't like it. I mean, I even like the hood. It goes from a yellow to an orange, and that's really clever. I like it. Of course, then we had our Halo cars.
Oh, dude, I like that blue though.
Dude, it was such a badass car.
Oh wait, these are Halos?
Yeah, this was sponsoring Halo 5.
Shut up and take my money. Shit, I want that car.
But yeah,
amazing. I'll take the blue any day.
But yeah, this was Spartan, and Dale Jr. had the Master Chief car.
Yep, I already know what's my favorite already. Both of them.
Yeah, both. Yeah, there was, but yeah, they were so cool.
The blue car reminded me of Tron. And I love it every single day now. I'll always remember this car.
All day breakfast, very basic McDonald's car.
I can see you have like that midnight kind of theme since it's all day breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, it was very basic. It was very simple, easy to notice. Here's a better preview of that car.
Oh, so beautiful.
It is.
Can I buy it off, please?
Well, even the Dale Jr. car, like, I like how they incorporated the entire suit. Because, like, right here, that's where the eyes are. Right here on the
helmet.
Yeah, the helmet. Right here. That incorporates this part right here. Even the number does it. And just right here, it does. It looks like the suit. Or the helmet, at least. It legitimately looks like it. I mean, of course, we have Cessna over here because reasons. But that makes sense. Well, that makes sense. I mean, beautiful.
That
You
car
can
was.
see it.
Oh, that.
Ooh,
That
hello.
Pacific car
Okay.
went first place every single day now.
um,
Pink.
well,
Sport breast cancer.
yeah, October, support breast cancer. A lot of cars did the pink thing. Only reason I don't down this is because of what it represented. It's the only reason I don't down it.
And
Otherwise, oh my God, what were you thinking?
and pink with white outlines with the base of the car being black. It can go pretty well. It goes pretty
Well,
well.
yeah, but I mean, I don't like military schemes or uh, most of the throwback schemes. I don't judge too harshly because they're to honor something. So I tend not to be too upset with those. This one again,
Yes, let the Madonna haters
yeah,
roast
I mean, it's
you.
just. Then we saw,
Beautiful.
yeah, I think the dirt made it look better.
Dang.
and but this was the car at Texas. Very simple, black, white, simple, very simple. Of all of these, I think we can both agree the Halo car was the best.
Yes.
I mean, that was just hands down.
We need more Halo cars.
We do, but I mean, we have to wait for another Halo game.
Ah.
I mean, that was one paint scheme and it took us almost 20 minutes to talk about it.
I'll get this. I want to get this off my chest. If they ever make another Halo car, I hope it's gonna be orange. Same thing like the blue one, but with the orange. But that's just me, cause I mean orange my favorite color.
Yeah. All right, so
Yes,
again, we
no,
kind of knew what we were going into for the season.
some of the greatest collectible cars.
Yeah, finally, Brad Keselowski. This is the car he ran most of the year.
Sorry.
Mom, I mean, it's hard to judge a paint scheme when you don't like the driver, but this was so simple, it kind of worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked.
I
It
mean,
worked with
Miller
Miller.
Lite, simple. I think that was kind of what they were going for anyway. It was just simple Miller. It's Miller
Yeah,
Lite.
it was good stuff. Alright. Yeah. It's simple.
And then we got to Detroit Worth. This is where paint schemes start looking a lot alike. A lot of his alternate schemes were just like this, but different colors. So it made it very hard to judge. So you had to kind of base it off of color and how well did he do with that paint scheme. I don't think he always did good with this paint scheme.
It's like I see blue flames and blue flames.
Yeah, it's like
Fast.
the Penske lines, and then it goes behind the number. The number kind of blocks out the lines a little to show the number.
Yeah, or it look like slime. It look like slime, but just going look like slime, or like when you're driving a car and like during the rain and you're sitting in the back and like looking at the window, you see how like the water's just going backward and it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's trying to separate but also stretching out.
Yeah,
That's how it
I
looks.
think that would actually look really cool. Like do the water graphic on a car. I think that would actually look like it's going through water. BK cars are mostly boring, just the same thing over and over again. The numbers designs were very similar to Richard Petty cars, but I'm not going to get into that just yet because we're not there. This was a throwback to 25 years of middle life in Penske. This was the honor Bobby Allison at Darlington. It was the first throwback race. So I mean, it was very clever. It's very simple. This year's I didn't like, but I liked it this one. I preferred this one because I know I like Rusty Wallace. And look how like it pops. It looks so cool. The gold, the genuine draft. I mean, that's what it was for. This was their golden beer at the time.
For real, that's gold. I was gonna say it's like yellow golden.
Yeah, yellow golden. The real pictures look a whole lot better. Okay, maybe not that one because
And under
that yellow, that yellow. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Boom. I mean, it was a night race. I mean, it was. Well, I mean, this was for the night race. This was just to be ran later in the year. I think it was ran during the day, but it was so cool to see. Again, this was the scheme he ran most of the year. Very simple.
Oh, hey, yeah, and this one right there in the front.
Yeah, this was like 25 years of Miller and Penske. As you can see, the blue Miller, the red Penske.
Yeah.
So it was very alliance. But see, this is where we start getting to the repetition.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, still nice to look at it. I mean, but yeah, it looks.
Yeah, it is nice to look at, but it was very simple. but then it kept getting repeated and repeated, scheme after scheme. I mean,
Oh, I
great
see.
example.
Yeah, I see.
It
Dang,
just changed colors.
dang, I wonder how. I wonder where how did they get this kind of design of like making it perfectly the same thing as like
Oh, it's a
every.
wrap.
Oh,
They don't paint them anymore. It's like a wrap. You just
okay.
put it on. This was cool.
Ooh.
Yes. This was ran at the All-Star race.
Wee.
It was such a cool scheme because this was again to Rusty Wallace. So cool to see. Even Kurt
Oh,
Busch has ran this paint scheme.
that
That's
is
how cool it
beautiful.
was.
That is very beautiful.
Yeah.
I like how they made the gold look great and that look
But
nice.
you got a fan choice. You could choose this one, which is what he ran 2 years prior, or this one, which
Oh,
this was
another
the winner.
classic.
This is the one we all wanted.
Dang, John.
Yeah, we
I mean,
loved
I
it.
can, but I mean, nah, there ain't no judging right here for me. I mean, I can understand. I can understand.
The
But
history of the scheme. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But I think if we ran all three at
oh
some point, I
man,
think that would have been even better.
it was
Again,
same thing.
alternate scheme, same thing. This was ran at the All Star race. I hated it was ran at the All Star race and only the All Star race. I think it should have ran like a legitimate race.
Need more attention.
It needed more attention. And then this is what he ran next week.
Yeah,
Basic scheme,
it seemed
basic design.
yet it's yet it can work.
It does work. I mean, it's so simple. It works. And then he had I think Luke Bryan on the hood because Luke Bryan and beer, country music and beer, that always works. You can't go wrong.
Definitely can't go wrong with that.
Nope. But yeah, so beautiful. I mean, it pops. It's not like a generic yellow. It's a golden yellow.
It's kind of, yeah, I was going to say something else more since they're like maybe like yellow orange, which doesn't make any possible sense. I never know how yellow orange would look like.
Yeah. And then basic scheme. This was the Darlington track. Car. Sorry. And then did we have a night version of it?
Wait, does the night version? I will.
Yeah, Darlington was ran at night, so I'm trying to see if we got. No, we don't. We don't have a picture of the night car, but
I'm gonna say I'm thinking like got like a night version, color scheme, same thing as this, but like the night version. Say, woof.
man, if we ever had glow in the dark paint schemes,
Don't worry, the future is near. We'll be eventually having that.
worse. I mean, alternate scheme. Stapleton, that's completely up to you. I'm just kind of doing this to kill time. About noon, I'll get off. That way, I can go do some work, go to class. Then I'll do a live stream on making some paint schemes. And then I gotta go play an adult softball game tonight. So I gotta go play two, 7:30 and 9:30. So
All right.
yeah. Again, alternate scheme. The yellow was because he made the chase. He made the playoffs of NASCAR. So that's why that's there. That's not to ruin the paint scheme. That's just to identify him.
Just show it off.
Yeah, that's just to show off. Say, hey, I'm part of this, and that was it. Um, yeah, I think the All Star paint scheme was definitely the best. I just wish it would have ran more last year. But that's my. Yes, I'm very busy, Stapleton. I'm a lot busier than I usually say I am. But that's my opinion of all these paint schemes. So it's one that you saw, it was like, whoa.
Wait, what was one I liked?
Yeah, what was the one that you liked?
Man, I'll say the one that pretty much the 25th anniversary. Yeah, that one. That one. Yep. That
This
one.
one, the throwback.
Yeah, I love the throwback and also like just to show respect. I do enjoy that. That's personally.
So all the throwbacks were like right there. Actually, I just noticed right here. Look at the hood. I mean, I know it's so you can see the word fusion, but it doesn't go all the way across.
I mean, it's still. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, but I don't know problem with it. I have no problem with it. I mean, if you're just gonna be you're gonna be separating that. I mean, It's like saying like,
Well, I mean, it's honestly not a problem because no one noticed, but but I'm like, hey, hey, I see that right there.
oh,
Yeah. I'm in college. My
I'm
buddy,
also,
my buddy here, he's in college with me. We are currently between classes. But yeah. All right. So that didn't take as long.
yeah.
God, we got all the
Cheerios.
yeah. All right. So start with Daytona. This was ran at the Sprint Unlimited. Obviously, when he first came in, it was a big controversy whether or not he could drive the three, yada yada yada. But
And who was the last three?
Dale Earnhardt,
Yeah, he was one of my
senior,
favorite.
yeah. So
Yeah, he was my favorite.
yeah, I mean, so you get a class and take a break, then go back to class. Yep.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I don't have class until 2:30, and it's 10:08 here. So
Yeah, I mean, I do have to do
I
some
mean, we still gotta
essay.
do stuff. We gotta turn in some papers and stuff. But
Essays a pain,
essays are a pain.
but we.
But these are just more like ideal ideas. Fairness, like that's all we're turning in, just basic ideas.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking about the
Hey, you know
doing
what we
that
do? We
essay
take
for the
all these
midterm.
pictures, we put them on one paper. It's like, hey, here's what inspires us. Shout out to my professor, Moment. But yeah, I mean, very basic scheme, lines. No, it was very easy to spot. I think it was because of the three mostly, but
Wow, yeah, and
I don't know. Looking back on it, it comes in. It's a funnel right here.
or you can see it as like like a premiere for Hollywood.
I mean,
You
yeah,
got
but
you shine the light to the skies.
you're just giving them a really good excuse to put a Hollywood movie on here or something.
Do it.
Dow movie productions, even though we sell vacuums. Um, Dow was obviously a lot on the hood, and then we had a spot side sponsor. Wasn't really a big deal.
Oh, what the heck?
This was weird. To
Okay.
me, it was weird because
Yeah, I mean, probably just
it was
again
just
too much going on. Plus
yeah, the
the water.
flow was awkward. It was like okay, up and over, and then oh, now we're gonna go up like, and it was just. I wish I could have the ability. I'll have to buy a Wirecast now because that way they could see like my hand motions, what I'm doing, like I'm flicking a rod here, like
He's,
fishing rod, like
he'd be flicking on this.
yeah, that's what this looks like to me. Like we're
Oh,
trying to create more movement than needed.
and then I could say, I mean, I could say that the water is kind of maybe showing it kind of off a bit. If I would say,
But it made sense. Energy and water. It made sense. Why we had water. I mean, it made sense.
or we could see like the white painting is the energy, and the water is well, the water.
Well, I mean, I think what they did was they took this and just replaced the red lines with water, and they just trying to make it look a little different, but keep it the same. That way, people recognize the car.
Yep. Yeah. Still, again, there's a lot going on. Well,
Oh, hold on. They just put paint on it and said done. Well, yeah.
kind of look like it.
Again, Dow car, Cheerios car. Yeah.
Cheerios.
I
What's
wasn't sure how
wrong?
to,
What's
no, there's nothing
wrong?
wrong. It's just I never understood why was this black spot here. I mean, it's diagonal. I get it, but why didn't it go the other way? I mean, I knew it was to match the number, but
Well, I
why
mean,
didn't it go the other way?
now, okay, so the two lines in front of the hood.
No, I have no problem with the racing
Now,
lines.
if it's, no,
Those
just
that's
now, can
simple,
just
classic. Can't argue with that.
no. I understand that. I'm talking about the two line in front of the hood. They go above
Now they only
the,
stop at the roof. They don't
and
come all the way back.
the one on the side, which enters through the window, it goes to the other side of there. Think of it like you're wrapping a ribbon through that window, and wrapping a long ribbon through that window and going all the way around. Pretty much off with this track.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I mean, come on, same thing like this.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. It's just
I know it's bothersome, but still.
this one. This was in its own right very clever.
Simple midnight.
Not only that, but right here, if you'll like right here where this light blue is, that's like
Oh,
that's like paper before you put like the styrofoam in the wall. That was very clever.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do like.
I think I mean, it was an offset. It was kind of a weird.
And plus, they got the sponsor already on there. No need to worry about. No need to worry about all that. They got multiple logos.
But does it have to be Pittsburgh colors? Well, they didn't add.
They said Pittsburgh colors.
Yeah, they didn't add blue to the Cheerios car, so I think they're good. I think this has always bugged me. The giant sub sponsors are just way too big for the car.
Like styrofoam.
Yeah, I mean, it looks too big. And this was ran in Kentucky, so we'll see it again, the real car later. But concept-wise, these look too big. We had the Dow paint scheme. We had the Cheerios car. Cheerios. I can't complain about it because
4th of July.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh no way! I see U.S. Army Forces.
Yeah, it was a veterans paint scheme, so I don't.
Respect.
Yeah, I don't even bother because I know I can't do it.
I would love to see.
I mean, I could do it, but I'm not going to do it because I know what the meaning behind it is. So.
I would love to see this car if there were ever a 4th of July special NASCAR.
It wasn't even ran during that time. It was ran at Dover in May and Pocono in June. So it even run one of the it didn't run the 600, which is during
Take your time.
Yeah.
I wish I had the information knowledge to know all the races. I swear.
But it wasn't, and usually during the Pepsi 400, the 4th of July race, basically, of NASCAR.
See that though.
That was the black car. That was probably one of the worst wrecks we've seen in years. 600 is in May. Yeah, I know, but I forget like the holiday in May.
I mean, damn, I don't know what holiday is on May.
Yeah, it irritates me because I forgot the holiday in May.
I mean, the only holiday I know in May is school is near.
Don't be having a brain fart. Well, I'm sorry. Gosh. But yeah, I liked it. Was simple. This.
Oh yeah, I would do like the green.
Yeah, I mean, American Ethanol. This was like so easy, so simple, easy to spot. Could not complain about it.
And plus, it is sponsored by. I'm sorry, I am ashamed of myself that I'm able to be able to say the name.
Oh, American Ethanol.
American Ethanol, yeah, and that's diesel. It's all diesel.
No, it's not like that, but that's the fuel they use right here.
Okay.
I mean, you have the ethanol ring, and then this was for the track itself was also sponsored by American Ethanol, so it was like the greenish.
Yeah.
The greenish track.
Yeah, it worked pretty well.
Yeah. This one. Holy crap! Does that not look cool?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, WeatherTech. This was so much better than what we saw at Daytona. I mean, it actually looks like we've got a storm coming in. I mean, it's crazy. It's wild. It's purposely crazy and wild because it's WeatherTech. You're getting ready for the storm. And with Talladega being what it is, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do. The design is pretty well made right there. Very well made.
Utility was on the quarter panel, but it was basically the dial paint scheme. Can't complain about that. Oh, so this is the paint scheme he ran at the 4th of July.
Hey, nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, got the Eagle representing the NRA.
Yep. The crash was terrible, but I mean the paint scheme you could just see. It was so easy to find.
How terrible was the crash?
The front part was cut off. The back part was cut off. He was upside down. He got smacked again. I mean, all you gotta do is go to YouTube and look up 2015 Daytona finish, you can see the whole thing.
I can picture how it looks like.
I mean,
So
just it was crazy.
oof,
Luckily, he was fine.
that's good to
This
hear.
is what ran at Indianapolis. Kind of a nice, different. I get the meaning behind this, okay? Because it said agro-science. So, like,
Yeah, you get the lines going aggro.
not only that, but the lines, I think, represent a field. Like,
Yeah, I
the,
mean,
the,
I
the
can
ag
see it.
fields, like, coming back, going off into the distance.
But yeah, it ain't article. Well, wait, it did say C right there. Okay, well maybe.
I mean, but that was me. I mean, I was like,
No, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. I mean, it does look like it's like a field. It does look like a field.
yeah, I mean, it just,
Just
and
Nascar.
it not only didn't look like probably the real meaning was behind it was a field, but great incorporation to also make it look like speed lines.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that terrible crash Austin Dillon had? Yep, we just went over it. But yeah, I mean, black fields. The red was just for Dow colors. Very easy, very simple, and the white doesn't take away too much. It balances with the 3 and the lettering. It's very balanced.
Oh yeah.
Another American Ethanol. This was a throwback paint scheme, so
It looked like pretty glossy.
yeah,
Yeah, I had no problem with it. It looked really nice.
yeah. I mean, it was just yeah. It was a terrible crash. I'll probably show him the video later. I don't want to show it now because I might start tearing up again because it was scary. I mean, just think about it. The 3 Daytona.
Oh.
So you mean you have that history there, and that's how bad it
I
looked.
can see why everyone would have a controversy about that.
Well, I
now.
mean,
Well,
it wasn't really a controversy. The drivers had controversy because of the safety, but it was just a freak accident that just went really wrong really quick. So yeah, that was the throwback.
oh yeah,
This
good
was so
stuff.
cool. This was clever.
No, that's great stuff. My bad. I said good stuff.
I mean, just look at that thing. It works.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, the golden 3, the stuff, because that's what's actually on the can. That's how it also turns out. But it works. It works so well, and it comes all the way around, fills in the cracks between the red and the black.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was so clever,
And separating it.
and separating the colors. I mean, it was so clever.
Red got his own spot. Black got his own spot.
I actually wish they would come back this year. I love this, and just, like there's a lot going on, but it's perfectly balanced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
WeatherTech car, very beautiful to see. Okay.
Bubbles.
Nope, not bubbles.
Okay, then suds.
Nope, not soap. Nope, not whipped cream.
Well, what are those?
Plastic peanuts.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Do you have a zoom in feature for this?
I mean,
bread?
I can only tell you that because look at the sponsor.
Plastic. Okay, plastic. Yeah.
Additives.
And you said they're peanuts, right?
I mean, that's what I thought when I saw them, but they're just.
They don't even look nowhere near peanut. They look like bubbles.
They look like
So,
bubbles, but
like this
but
guy
the
came straight from the
sponsor is
washing machine.
plastic. It was so. I thought maybe this car had a.
Oh, I need some research.
Oh, what's that foam that dogs get?
Wait. No, I don't know. Yeah, he said it's for dogs, right?
Yeah,
No, I don't remember that.
it's like that disease.
Rabies.
Rabies, yeah. This car's got rabies.
I mean, all I'm saying is this car just came straight out from the washing machine.
Or that. Just like, oh, hey, I just got clean, guys. It was such a bad scheme. This was actually really cool to see. It was a Bad Boy Buggies real tree. It was a white camo car. It was actually kind of what? It was actually kind of cool to see. I mean, most camo cars at the time were black or just full out camo. Then we had this. It was different. Pardon me.
Oh, you're pardon. Hey, don't feel bad, man. I also have autism as well, man. You ain't lying.
Yeah, I mean, dude, who are we to judge? We like NASCAR, and we both played Quidditch. So,
Yes.
so Quidditch for
And
life.
I'm in 3 clubs, and I have done a lot of things. I've done lots of things, and man, it's a handful, but yet I'm getting by with it.
Yep.
But don't worry about it, man. I also have asthma. I also have
Yep.
autism. Sorry, I do have asthma as well. But
All
yeah,
right.
I do have autism. Don't worry, man. You're all right, man.
Now, obviously, I would pick the great stuff car, but what's one car? Because we're at the end. What's one car you saw? I was like, you know, same. What was your favorite one?
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, let
you
me.
just like the sponsor, didn't you?
Oh, I mean, it's the one and only Cheerio. It's the one and only Cheerio. What makes this
But I
great
love
stuff?
the great stuff car. I mean, I see. I'm like every time. Wow.
Yet again, though, Cheerios.
True, it's Cheerios, but you just like the sponsor.
What's that? And I never knew it was like cars that had Cheerios.
Well, I mean, they also had the 33 that was also it was the exact same thing. Uh, so we can probably do the 33 for Cheerios if you want.
Okay.
But
Yet again, though.
that WeatherTech car though, that
Okay,
was,
the winter tech was pretty.
WeatherTech was pretty cool.
Speed, wait, what about the orange? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right there.
there was a black one. Can you scroll down a little? It was scheduled for Talladega, the spring Talladega race, but it doesn't. Just looks like another stereotypical
Wait, what kind of?
camo car.
Oh, you've been a Nascar fan for 5 years. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a fan for 5. I've been a fan for 14.
Well, heck, I mean, I don't know. I do play not well during my childhood, like what, around 2000, or maybe when I first be able to learn how to play a Nintendo 64, which I guess like 6 years old. I do watch NASCAR when like every single Sunday, like on like channel 26 called Fox
Mm-hmm.
Sports and all that. Um, I do enjoy watching the cars go by and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how long I've been a fan. Maybe for me 1 2 years, but not more than y'all since y'all have the knowledge of everything.
Well, like you know where Martinsville is, right? The short track, very flat.
Yeah.
Dude, they're getting lights. They're gonna make it a night race.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
I know, right? Like every track so far has lights, so we can do like a full year of night racing if we wanted. I would love that. Half the year we're in the sun, half the year we're at night. I love it.
Nothing much fun. There's nothing more calm and nice than a night race.
Well, you call it calm.
Hey.
Night like hashtag Martinsville night race. Yes.
Hey, man. I see when I drive around nighttime. I feel calm to me.
Well, no, I mean, but like that's just daily driving. But when you're racing,
Yeah, that's a
that's
different
when all
story.
the crazy stuff comes
I
out.
mean, yeah, no. I know it's a different story. I know it's a different story for that, and plus, I mean, this is competition right here. You
Yeah.
gotta get serious. So.
Yep.
But yet, But yet, overall, it's gonna be fun. Let's,
It'll be very interesting. I mean, we know how successful Bristol has been as a night race. I think Martinsville will be very similar. Um, I think tempers are just more bound to fly. I mean, but yeah, great stuff. Calling it. Okay.
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Gotta get out of my chest. I can't wait to see there's a hot pocket NASCAR.
There's actually not.
My heart is dead. Pizza rolls?
If that happens, let's just all go to Martinsville just to see it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, obvious it's gonna happen. If they're gonna get lights, they're gonna use them. I think all these schemes were used. I'm not sure why we're not.
I like
Okay.
the truck there.
Anyway, yeah, the rigs. The
Nice.
the rigs are sometimes just as cool.
We need to see more rigs.
Yeah. All right. So, Outback Steakhouse. I think it was mostly ran at short tracks. It was especially ran at Martinsville. I know that for sure. But yeah, every time he finished in the top 5, you had 20% off Bloomin' Mondays.
Praise him.
Yeah, so it used to be where like every time Tony Stewart won a race, back when he was when he was driving for Joe Gibbs, every time he won a race, it was 20% off your entire purchase at Home Depot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was it was that good.
Praise him again.
Yep, and then
Wait, what's his name again?
this is Kevin Harvick, but the sponsor is Jim Johns.
I, I don't need.
Freaky fast.
Well, I mean, they are Jimmy Johns.
He actually won more races in this car, like in
Again,
this paint scheme.
they are Jimmy Johns. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
so
Jimmy Johns.
it
You
was.
gotta go fast. What more?
Yeah, I think he actually wrecked the most in this car. It was, I don't know. I mean, it was very cool to see him back in a Budweiser car, but it wasn't the same.
Problem is because Jimmy John's in the back and not in the front.
Yeah. He ran this at 2 races, I think, 2 or 3. Oh, at the bottom, Dover and New Hampshire. So
Okay.
short tracks, but it was only 2 races. But I mean, you look at it, you can see it. I don't think I think the lines match the pink if I'm looking at it correctly, but it's hard to tell.
I mean, you got the red. I mean, you see the red.
But yeah, it almost does look like a red next to that black.
They made it more white in.
Ditech, Outback. When will this end? Probably in an hour and a half for at least me. I don't know when.
I mean, wherever your route can be finished, I mean, I'm gonna head over to the
I'm gonna end about. Actually, I need to end here in about 30 minutes. That way I can go get lunch.
Fair enough.
So probably like 30 more minutes. That'll be maybe two more drivers, and then we'll call it good. Go get lunch. We'll do our work, and then we'll go to class, and then I'll come back from about 4 o'clock my time. That's about 5 o'clock Eastern, and I'll be on for about 2 hours. Will you be back? Yes, I'll be back for 2 hours. About 4 o'clock my time to 6 o'clock, and then I gotta go play softball. So it'll be fun.
I really need. When that time goes back to Outback, I'm gonna get that blooming onions.
Well, you gotta make sure he finishes in the top 5.
Well,
That way it's cheaper.
I'll wait for that, or I need to start watching that car more often.
Yeah, you do.
And again, really need to go for me to really try that blooming onion.
But yeah, I mean, he ran 3 basic schemes all season. It was very easy to notice him since he was always up front. Hands down, this was my favorite because I love Hunt Brothers way too much. But not only that, but look how the red is perfectly in line with the Budweiser logo. Perfect. You couldn't ask for better. I mean, this one, it's not as perfect because of how it's diagonal, but on this side,
Well, there's the design, though.
look at that. Perfect. Jimmy John's, very basic. This was the throwback paint scheme.
Oh, that
It was designed after the beer can.
Yeah, but didn't know beer can from back in the day was very well designed, right?
Very well designed beer can and incorporated into the car. It was very well done. Again, couldn't dog on this one because it made sense. I think they did so good the first time. The second time came around, it just kind of ruined it for me. But this was the Patriotic the Folds of Honor Foundation. Again,
Respect.
thanks for an hour of fun. See you later. Okay. Hey, you take care, Stapleton. Again, this was only ran for 1 race. It was on a road course. But again, I couldn't dog it because I knew what it represented. So I mean, I can't dog Patriot schemes. I just could, but I don't like to.
You take him on.
And I think he actually did pretty good that race, if I remember correctly. Again, freaky fast. And then we had a red, just a plain red Budweiser scheme. This was probably one of his worst last year. Just because it was so simple. And plan to make it home. It was way too simple.
Oh,
I mean, you throw a Budweiser logo, you throw in some words, you're good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty simple.
But it was like, even the Jimmy John's was simple, but
Yeah.
but it was still effective. Budweiser throwback, again, a great paint scheme. I just,
Calm down, man.
I mean, I'm calm. It disappoints me that a big name like Budweiser couldn't design something better than this for this project.
Well, I mean, not all brand. I mean, there is a white line at the bottom, but yeah.
Then they went back to the regular scheme, which looks so much better. Ditech, which we saw earlier. Jimmy John's. Outback with the chase colors, because he made the chase. He finished second. I was rooting for him to win. I think the only thing, not a big complaint, just the only thing, that they took this yellow and just kind of put it right here instead of like cut it off. Like they just kind of connected it right here. That'd be my only thing. I mean, that just seems like a waste of space. Kind of connect it right here. Do we have a picture of the cart? Yeah, see, right where the Goodyear is. I think if they could have just connected that, to me, that would have been about the only thing I could complain about.
But yet again, they will cover Goodyear, and then what now?
Hey, what's actually really cool? Right here on the Outback, right here on the hood, you see the mountain range.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look right here. In the background.
The sunset. Oh yeah.
And it's the hood. It's the mountain range.
Well, I already got my favorite.
Yeah.
Everything got my favorite before you tell me about this.
And that's it. I mean,
Outback.
you had 4 paint schemes. I mean, 3. I mean, that were his main schemes. I think Ditech was definitely the easy one to spot, but because it ran so little, no one really looked for it. Jimmy John's was hands down the favorite throughout the year, because I mean, when he ran it, he usually ran up front. It was very easy to see, but it's very hard. But I kind of like the Outback paint scheme as far as like overall favorite.
First for me, I like the Outback.
Here from DIS. Hold on. From DIS. Okay. Good to have you on. We're just discussing favorite paint schemes of 2015. We already did Jimmy McMurray, and we're all the way up to Kevin Harvick. We're not going to get done, but through all the drivers, obviously. But yeah, I think that his Outback paint scheme, to me, was the best of 2015.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, he's from Daytona.
Oh, nice.
I don't know anyone who calls it DIS, so it's just kind of weird to me.
I mean, it's just a short out. I mean,
Yeah.
Be short.
But yeah, hey, congrats. Oh, cancel. Wrong one.
I love that song.
All right, probably our last driver, Casey Kane. Casey Kane's kind of is literally the fourth wheel of Hendrick Motorsports. So the Farmers paint scheme was designed in a contest. This was the winner.
I did like how they try to do it transition over to one.
Yeah. I don't know who designed it. They don't give us the name, but
no credit to the designer.
No credits to the design. I think the designer should get like a logo or his name on the car, his or her name.
A big logo on it. I don't want no small logo. I want the biggest logo.
Well, I mean something that at least people know. Hey, I designed this car. But yeah.
Like on like the top of here.
Yeah.
Or at least on the front. Give some.
Well, we'll see the real car here in a minute or two, but yeah. Time Warner cable, simple design.
No, that is
hands down. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be hard for me not to choose this one. because it's crazy on purpose. It's gonna be really hard for me not to pick this one.
I mean, I do see the colors of it, but they got their own unique style.
Yeah. Liftmaster, very similar to a lot of his schemes were actually very similar, but they had enough differences that they were original. It wasn't like the Penske group where every alternate scheme was same thing, different colors. It had a little bit of originality to it every time. It was only scheduled for 3 or 4 races, but we noticed it. Pepsi. This was the one I was working on earlier.
Oh, yeah, you didn't do that.
Because someone, I mean, obviously mine's different because this comes up more. It fades, but yeah.
I'll say any Pepsi car is automatically my favorite. for the love of Pepsi and Pepsi Man.
For the love of Pepsi.
And Pepsi Man.
The farmer's insurance. These aren't great pictures. They're really not. They don't really showcase the scheme itself. They just kind of showcase what the car is.
Well, still, I mean, it's
yeah. All right. So this was Daytona. My favorite paint scheme. Well, hold on. We're only picking one, and then we're gonna narrow them down and make a list of which probably like the top 5, maybe 10 paint schemes, and then we're gonna do an all-time, probably the decade, because that's gonna be a lot easier. Because I mean, there's just too many paint schemes to go through. All right, so this was ran at Daytona, again, crazy on purpose, but it was so original at the time. I mean, it was like, whoa, hey, what is that? I mean, even when he wasn't running up front, you knew you could see the car. This is a better version of the car. And then right here, there's like a darker blue arrow, but it was like a transitional arrow. It was actually very cool.
Oh, yes.
Not sure why the red was up front, but hey, you know what? It won a contest, so I can't complain. I didn't even know about the contest.
Why not, though?
Yeah. Time Warner Cable. I think if we looked at this one in the Liftmaster, we'd find a lot of similarities in it.
Like the line arrow.
Yeah, like this arrow right here, this line. I think we'll find a lot of similarities to them. Actually, is that one next? Nope. Okay. So, but yeah, I mean, very simple, but very effective paint scheme.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's no, completely different. Okay. No, that arrow right here. How it comes up to the window net, up into the window net.
The top arrow.
Yeah, that top arrow. Yeah, top arrow, all the way down to the headlight. But that's about it. Everything else.
The only thing a little bit different is just that there's a long line going straight to from the head.
Yeah, here we go.
There's only differences.
Yeah, and I mean it's got a lot more.
Plus, no.
I mean, I just like it. It's a lift master, and what it does, it comes over, it gets lifted up, and it goes on. It's very simple. I mean, very effective. It works. Lifted up, speed. Okay, we're going. I mean, it's getting lifted. I wish I could do that to his career, but hands down, this is going to be another tough one.
Another original design. Yet.
Great Clips and Shark Week together.
Shark, wait, they got the teeth at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
And they did an even better one this year. I think the only thing that kind of ruined this car is that orange. But, I mean, the orange did its purpose. You saw it. You could see it. It was, boom, you could see it. But, I mean, I think this was obviously more of their test run to see how it looked. And just to see how it worked. And obviously it did. Who do I think will make the chase? Oh, God. I already answered this. Yeah, I think I said Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick. I think I was rooting for... No, I didn't say Kurt. Wasn't rooting for Jimmy because he's had a tough time with the chase. I mean, I know those two for sure. I don't know who's going to join them. I don't think... I mean, it's going to be really hard to see who the other two are. I can't decide. I think it's going to be until after Daytona, not Daytona, Talladega, to really determine who's going to be, because Talladega is such a wild card. I mean, we saw last year, Joey Logano won 3 races in a row, swept the contender round, but then dropped off the next 3 races due to he got wrecked out on purpose, and then just tire failure at Texas. I mean, anything can happen in the chase. It's a very big downside.
True.
But to me, I think Harvick and Kyle Busch for sure. I mean, you got the 2 defending champs. The past 2 years, I think they'll come back. The other 2 spots, that's gonna be the hardest thing to see who's gonna jump in. Back to paint schemes. But yeah, this was their trial run. It worked. This year, it looked even better. It was unreal. Aquafina. This was so cool.
The water worked pretty well. Okay, who was this? Who was this race again? One time?
This is Casey Kane.
Okay, yeah, this Casey King got a very unique design for all his cars.
But because he's the 4th wheel, he doesn't have a staple sponsor. I think right now his so-called staple sponsor is Farmers Insurance. But what happened to this car was terrible, but it was very noticeable.
What happened?
It was at Pocono, the Tricky Triangle. He came off a 3, and he got loose, so the car went down to pit road, and then the left side smacked the pit road wall, and pit crew helmets and such flew off, hit people, and this was actually 2 races in a row this had happened, so it was like, whoa, freak accident twice in 2 days. I mean, it was weird. But very insurance, more of a staple sponsor. Again, Aquafina. This was the throwback paint scheme. Yeah, I didn't like the hood though. I mean, that was my only complaint about the entire scheme. I didn't like the hood. But I mean, the side it looked fine, but the hood, it just, I don't know. To me, it didn't look nice.
It's just not straightened up.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, it's a throwback. It's supposed to be to a previous car, so. Great clips. Again, crazy on purpose. Loved it. And then because Jeff Gordon made the chase last year, they all did yellow numbers for Homestead, which would not have predicted. You would have told me Jeff Gordon made the Final 4. I would have said, haha, you're kidding me. Because I did not believe it. Hard to tell. But
you get great clip, you got Shark Week, three down there look pretty unique for me. It's a great clip, which is original to his own way, unlike all the other cars. Pretty much separate itself from the others, and that's you gotta give representation.
So obviously great clips, but great clips or great clip Shark Week? Because this one didn't have a whole lot. That's the only thing I want to point out. This was their trial run. This was their test run with it, and it worked. And they came back next year. I'll even show you this year's car because it looks so much better. But this was their trial run. But I mean, you can even see. Look at that. I actually missed it. But look, there's the gills.
Oh, geez. Okay, now hold on a second.
But I mean, they had a lot of hidden stuff. I mean, we had the entire jaw on the back.
Okay, now this car is very unique.
But
personally, for me, I would say Shark Week is my favorite due to like how with the design, and also because it got the orange color, which is one of my favorites and all.
You just like how the orange makes it look better, don't you?
Kind of got like the kind of little bit of a little bit of happy tone, or maybe the orange represents the sunlight, and while the others in the back, yeah, the orange.
Hey, do you see that? Look right here, where the gills are.
Yeah.
But look right here. They're not here.
Uh, I think,
They're not here.
I often say this is like this brown the tan color is like a
They didn't
beige.
screw that up, did they?
Well, I don't know. Did they do it on purpose?
I hope not, because I mean, look, that's 3 lines for a gill. Right here, there's nothing there. They really screw that up and no one noticed it?
The super absorbent core turns liquid to gel. Wait, let me see. But no one mess with. Always discreet.
That's probably like the best way we can do it, because I mean,
I mean, saying like you have this here, and they don't have it like on this here.
yeah, there's a shark fin here. Sorry, gotta use my pointer. Yeah, there's the shark fin here, but there's not one here either.
I mean, one side is a shark, the other side is a beach.
But everything else is the exact same.
No, I mean,
Oh, okay. Look, okay. Shark Week, great clips. That's why. Okay, so it was done on purpose. Great Clips was on the left side of the car. Shark Week was on the right side of the car.
I would say, personally, this car is like my favorite.
But yeah, this was still.
It was a tough choice to choose.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Because I mean, like,
You've been hoping that.
yeah, I was hoping. I mean, I thought Shark Week was on both sides. I didn't even notice until I saw the sponsor. Shark Week was on one side, Great Clips was on the other.
I can't talk right now.
All right, so
No, it's not.
I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take the right side of the car because I think it looks better than the Great Clip side.
Do it for the sharks.
Yeah, do it for the Sharks.
Yeah, that guy's not exactly dentist material.
All right, and I'm gonna show you a 2016 car because I think it looks better.
Early and handsome. Get out of here. We know just the place. No matter what you need or when you need it, check Yellow first. Why are you checking your credit score? I think we can finally get a bigger.
And this was the 2016.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. This is pretty nice right here.
Yeah. This is.
Car being all in the ocean. Car all being in the ocean.
The AARP one is great. Yep. And I will be doing a review of the 2016 cars, but not until the 2016 season is done. I just wanted to show him this car because he liked the Shark Week car. I loved this one. I thought it was so much better.
I'm gonna miss orange, though.
It's not as orange,
I mean,
but
I'm gonna miss it. That's all I'm saying.
but
yeah,
this
they
was
got more representation.
specifically for Shark Week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't part Shark Week. It was specifically for Shark Week.
Yep, the car represents the ocean. You got the ocean feel.
Yep.
Still keep the design with the teeth looking nice. This time they added, instead of adding a white text of the Shark Week, they added a faded color from red to orange or maybe yellow to represent. I do like it. It looked very nice, very unique. Okay, now that really makes me feel like I'm looking at the ocean and the bird's eye view. That looks very clean.
I do too. I just don't care. Thanks for being there for me.
All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Text Talks.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty catchy, isn't it? Text Talks. that's just catchy. I don't care who you are. That's catchy. Text Talks. Let me know what your favorite paint schemes are. We did Jimmy McMurray, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, and Casey Kane today. 10-4, yep. Let us know what's your favorite paint scheme from the 2015 season, this season, or out of all time. Probably later today, about 4 o'clock Central. That's about 5 o'clock Eastern. I'll be back on to design some cars for people. And if you have requests, please don't be shy. Please do it. Yeah, that'll do it for me. Please check out my buddy's channel. It's in the top of the comment section. Whoa. Demon Tales 9000. It's a gaming channel. I think it's a little more original than some of the others, but that's my opinion.
I try my best to make videos. It's pretty. I don't make videos like constantly due to school, but I try my best to make videos.
Well, I mean, we all do. That's one of the reasons I like my live streams, because it goes from a live stream straight to a video. I'm done. Yeah, they can hear the TV. So, all right, we're done. Signing off. This is Demon Tales 9000. To my left, I'm TJ Hanley, aka the Texan. Y'all have a nice day. I'll hop in two of you.
All right, y'all.